And we're back. It's your boy Crunchy Frog here once again, doing the not so exciting little job of working on my path. You see, this is what I do. Anyway, I figured today we'd discuss a little bit about how I lost 50 pounds. That's right. I topped out at 270 pounds a couple years ago. 6'2", 270 pounds. And honestly, I was starting to think I was a little bit fat. Although, you know, on a guy my size, I didn't look like I was terribly fat, but I felt like I was pretty fat, because all my life I've been pretty skinny. Whoops. Good thing I got a good axe. But anyway, I tried all kinds of stuff, too. I tried starvation diets. I tried all naked juice diets. I tried all kinds of stuff. What finally worked for me was a combination of things. See, what I do is I go and I farm a bunch of oak wood and I come over here and I work on the path a little bit. And I quickly run out of oak. This is a very expensive pathway, but it looks nice. But anyway, it was a combination of things. First of all, I stopped drinking any kind of beer or alcohol. And I didn't drink any beer or alcohol for like 3 months. And now, maybe once every couple of months I'll have like a glass of wine or something, but alcohol's out. And it's okay. I never really got any kind of pleasure from drinking alcohol anyway. It helped me to relax. But you know what? Since I was saved, it's pretty easy to relax. But anyway, that, and I started walking. First, I started off, actually when I first started this channel, I was walking maybe 2 miles a day. I'd go in the morning and walk 2 miles in the morning. And it didn't work right away. And then I also I cut out any kind of fast food. And I switched to a diet that included only organic or non-GMO food. With that and walking and also taking a bunch of vitamins, although I don't know that the vitamins help me lose weight. It's just part of the regimen of becoming healthy, you know? And I take fish oil pills and garlic and magnesium and CoQ10 and pine bark. I tell you, it's a real mouthful to swallow in the evening. And I was stuck at 235 pounds for a couple years, and I went in the other day, I noticed that my clothes were starting to fall off of me. I went and weighed myself again. And now I'm down to 220. And steadily losing weight. Here's the tower. This is what I've been working on also. I'll show you what else I've been working on. But this is the main thing. We got ourselves a nice little house here. Nice little tower. You can see it goes all the way up there. And I made it just big enough so that when I'm walking down the path over there, I can see it. Here we have a nice little diving board. I can go fishing off this. See how well lit this little sea pickles light up my little lake down there. This lake's going to be a part of the whole thing. I'm going to be building stuff out in the lake and doing all kinds of cool stuff with the lake. But yeah, I put the windows in. I got the fence post for a little decoration. I put some walls in here. No, I didn't put any kind of ladder or stairs going up because I figured this is going to be in a kind of building where only those of us with elytra can get to the top of. Let's just climb up here and take a little look. This is my little skylight looking in. Nothing beats natural light, you know. It looked kind of gloomy, so I put this little pattern up here. It looks kind of nice. I'm just getting ready to install the lawn too. And also what I've done over here is I went over to my farm over here, my iron farm / villager trading hall, and it's not producing golems anymore. Oh look, we have ourselves a wandering trader. How'd you get there, buddy? Well, good luck to you, my friend. So anyway, I decided I'm going to build a stupid little simple iron farm like the one I built in my other world. It's very simple, very quick and easy to build. Yes, let's get down here. It's like I haven't really decorated it much or anything. I did make it so it doesn't look like it's floating off the ground. You see there? Those poor iron golems. And to make sure it's constantly running while I'm elsewhere, I made a little ender pearl stasis chamber. Tell you, I love those things. Man, it's already producing. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus stacks of iron. It's pretty nice. So now I don't have to worry about my stupid villager trading hall producing iron for me anymore. I'm going to have plenty of iron over here. You know, and if everything else failed, I could always just go back to world spawn because major stony peaks over there. Here, let's break out the old spyglass. You see those guys over there? Look, they're all scared by the zombies. Now this had a real advantage because in my other one, I live on a mushroom island in my other world, and so I had to boat zombies and put them on and tow them with a lead, and it was a real to-do getting 2 zombies to the farm. This one's pretty easy. First you build the iron farm, and then you put the little villager chambers in here, and then you transport 2 villagers, and then you start breeding them. And in no time flat, you got yourself a look how huge that sun looks. And then step 2 is you bring in the zombies. And then you name tag the zombies, just to make sure they don't despawn. But anyway, I've been busy at work. I hope you guys are busy too. It's been a good weekend. I woke up this morning at 5 o'clock in the morning and went for a 7-mile walk. And then I got back just in time to go to the morning service at church. I tell you, you feel pretty good after a good walk in some church. And after church, out front they serve snacks and refreshments and stuff. And so I got a big old cup of strawberries. And that pleased me greatly. I tell you, I love strawberries. If I could start a strawberry farm in real life, I definitely would. Maybe one of these days, right? That's the dream. 10 dogs and a field full of strawberries. Well, let me get my my shovel out here. I want to also put the stairway that leads down here to the water, because I figure I might put a dock here or something. Isn't it nice? Had a nice little lake. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start cutting out where I'm gonna put the lawn. And you can see these, on all 4 sides, I also put these walls in. I think putting walls in sort of softens the transition and makes it look a little bit less blocky. That's okay. I don't mind it looking blocky. It's, after all, it is Minecraft. It's kind of supposed to be blocky, right? But yeah, I am starting to run low on grass and moss. So I'm going to have to start farming both those again. But yeah, it's been a while since the pillagers came by here and paid me a visit. I'm wondering what's going on with those guys. I'm starting to feel a little neglected, like maybe they don't like me anymore. You know? And that kind of makes me feel a little sad. Makes me feel a little unloved. Well, whoa. I tell you, this makes me feel a lot better. Hey guys, I was just talking about y'all. Come on. I'm only wearing a Elytra. I don't have all my armor on. Now's the chance to get me. Can you kill me? Nice try. Better luck next time, you guys. Spawning inside the city limits like this, I tell you, it takes a lot of gall. But hey, at least they're visiting me again. That's reassuring. And they did it on video. That's so nice. All day I've been going without any kind of pillager raiding parties visiting me, you know? I was starting to feel like something was wrong. But yeah, the grass that I've got in my inventory, I mean, I got a bunch of dirt back at the house. I guess I could just use a couple grass blocks and some dirt and let it spread. It's probably what I should do. It's probably wasteful of me to do this, but yeah, there's plenty of grass over in the nearby savanna. I just go over there with my ridiculously powerful shovel, and in no time flat, my inventory is completely full of grass blocks. It's not a big deal. But I do think I want some moss blocks for my next one. I like to vary it a little bit, you know. I like having the sort of different colors of grass. But yeah, I want to get this all finished because I cannot wait to start having this turn into a real city, breeding up the villagers, and hope it doesn't cause too much lag. I have to restrain myself. We're going to try to keep it to a, I don't know. Oh man, I'm 3 blocks short. What kind of, well, okay. We can't let this sit like this, so we'll just go over here and get some grass blocks. Plenty of grass blocks right here in the beautiful jungle. Now there's my friend the rabbit. Oh, speaking of which, you guys remember my little rabbit that came in and became my buddy? Well, he got off the back porch and he escaped, you know? So, I went outside, I found him, and I don't like my friends leaving me like that. I felt a little bit bad that he took off and felt he had to jump off the back porch to get rid of me. But he found out the friendship of Crunchy Frog is not so quickly dismissed. Oh look, some of my cherry blossom trees, purely decorative. I'm not going to farm them for anything. I decided to just decorate my backyard up with some cherry blossom trees that, on the way back, I stopped in a cherry grove. There was this bee wandering around without a nest because somebody harvested his nest while he was still out and about. I don't know who would do such a thing. And here's a little bunny that was in my house, and now he finds himself leashed up with a bee outside. So I'll figure out what to do with these two later. But yeah, remember that little bee's nest that was over there on that little birch stump that I left? It's now in my inventory. And this little guy, and there's 2 bees that were trapped in the boats. One of them wandered off, and one, I don't know. But they didn't go back to their nest. So, that's on them. Okay, I got a bunch of leaves in my inventory. Where am I stashing these things? Huh. I know, I'm such a total and complete hoarder. Yes. More ominous banners, more potions, more of this. I don't know. I guess I'll probably put those ominous banners up as decorations somewhere. Oh, look, I got a whole nother stack of logs that I didn't use. Okay, very good. We'll use them up, and then I'm going to be going out and... Oh, wait, I wanted to show why I built the tower as tall as I did. This is how I judged the height of my tower. I walked down here, and I thought, as long as I can see that above the other buildings as I'm walking through the town, then it's tall enough. And see how I can just barely see it right now over the rooftops. That's the whole effect I want. Part of the thing when you're building a little town like this is you have to plan for things like that. Okay, let's go ahead and finish up these logs, and I'll go farm some more up. At least we'll get to the transition, because it's going to be at this point right here that the ground goes down. It's very difficult digging one block at a time with this shovel, let me tell you. And we're going to bring this in. We have to curve this in and curve it around a little bit. And we'll start the transition right there. Is it going to rain again? Oh, for crying out loud. That's okay. We're in the desert. Let it rain. Okay, what time is it? Well, it's looking about time for bed too, so... Whoops. See, I'm always using a sleeping bag like that. So the odds of me dying and not having a bed anchored to me are pretty high. Which is why I need to get back to working on my little Nether expressway from spawn. I just didn't feel like going into the Nether and doing a bunch of stuff in the Nether today. I need a little break from the Nether, man. Let me tell you. Mining all that ancient debris. You get your fill of being in the Nether. Of course, I get my fill of being in the Nether just stepping into the Nether. Not a fan. Well, look at this. This worked out perfectly. No jagged edges. At least not till I return, so that's good. And later on, I'm going to be breaking some of these blocks and replacing them with slabs and trapdoors and stuff to break up the pattern a little bit. But for right now, we're just getting the main pathway put in. And of course, I'll be putting a little transition, like a slab of some sort there. That's what I do. Now, let's go over here and put those last 3 grass blocks in before this episode ends. I know, not a very exciting episode, but we did have a visit from the pillagers. So there's that. This lawn will be expanded once I build some more houses here. So the next projects on my list here are going to be to put a house here, and maybe a little shop here, like a kiosk, and another little house over here. And then we'll be almost halfway finished building around the lake. Almost halfway. But you see, that's why I have this beautiful world. I'm going to be doing a lot of building in it. So stick around and see how it looks. and how I got there. Anyway, nobody's made any suggestions on the armor trim, so I guess I'm going to have to make a decision for myself on this one. And you guys are just going to have to live with it. You all are the ones who are going to have to be looking at me every single day. So anyway, thanks for watching, you guys, and I'll see y'all next time.